Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are very happy to have you join us today. This is a partnership between Yavapai County and Cox Communications, and we are very happy that we're actually able to begin construction and break ground. And this is the first of the 6 that we have today, and so we're looking forward to the rest of those as we move forward. I'm Tim Carter. I'm the Yavapai County School Superintendent. I'm the project manager for the Yavapai County Broadband Initiative. This was a $46 million grant from the federal government, an ARPA grant to Yavapai County. And they had certain ways in which they could divide those dollars, and luckily they provided $20 million of that for the final mile to get broadband into homes and businesses in rural Yavapai County that doesn't already have that service for unserved and underserved populations. And of course, as a school guy, that helps our schools as well. So I only have 2 jobs today. One is to be the MC, and hopefully I'll do that well. And the second has already been done. That was to produce a beautiful day with no snow, no wind, no rain, and temperatures above 42 degrees. So we're good. So I want to introduce, first of all, my cohort in crime, the Yavapai County Library Director, Corey Christians. He and I have been working diligently on this now for about 2 years. And so, again, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Christians.
Thank you, Mr. Carter. I didn't have anything prepared, but it is interesting on the drive down here, thinking about the many months that everybody's been putting into this project, weekly meetings, all talking, trying to get to that point where we can put that shovel in the ground, start laying some wire or hanging some wire and getting people high-speed internet. As library director, it has special meaning for me because for the last several decades, libraries have been pushing to bridge the gap of what they call the digital divide of people who have access to broadband internet and people who don't. And this is a huge step in Yavapai County in making that happen, to make sure that this is the first of 6 communities that will get that high-speed internet. So thanks to all of you for all your hard work. Thanks to everybody for being here. And thanks to the Yavapai County Board of Supervisors for their support in making this project happen. Mr. Carter.
Thank you, sir. And speaking of the Yavapai County Board of Supervisors, we had hoped that Vice Chair Harry Oberg would be able to be with us today. He has a member of his family that is not feeling well, and so he is home with her as he should be. Dave McAdee, our communication director for Yavapai County, is here, and I think he does have a message from the supervisor for us.
Good morning, and thank you all for coming. Yavapai County Board of Supervisors Vice Chair Harry Oberg was not able to attend today, but he wanted me to thank you all for your efforts. They are not forgotten. Supervisor Oberg asked that I say thank you to Cox Communications and the representatives that are here today for their efforts in bringing broadband internet services to the Congress community. He knows that there is a real need for faster internet access in the community, and he looks forward to seeing how this critical infrastructure helps grow this great community. Supervisor Oberg is looking forward to seeing this work continue all the way to Yarnell. Supervisor Oberg would also like to thank Yavapai County School Superintendent Tim Carter and Yavapai County Library District Director Corey Christians for their hard work and dedication to the expanse of broadband in Yavapai County. Without their tireless efforts, this project would never have gotten this far. So thank you very much.
And this is obviously a partnership between Yavapai County and Cox Communication, but we also need to realize that our anchor tenants in all 6 of these communities that we're going to be providing service to are our schools. And so Congress Elementary School District has been a significant partner in this process. Dr. Stephanie Miller, their superintendent, would normally be with us, but she's in some training today. But I think we have a pretty good substitute. It is the president of the governing board of Congress School District, Mr. Zambrano, if you would please.
Thank you, Mr. Carter. I'm really excited about all this. I think a lot of residents here in Congress are excited about what's about to happen here today and what's going to happen down the road, and just the building of the community and helping it grow and helping it mature in the way it should be. I'm not only the president of the school board, but I'm also the vice president of the senior board, and I can tell you that there are a lot of seniors here, a lot of residents here in this community that are excited about this as well. So I want to say thank you again, just as everyone else has, and I just wanted to say that we're really pleased that this is happening today, and it's going to happen very quickly, and I'm excited about it. I know I've used that word a number of times, but it's just the way it is. So thank you.
Thank you, President Zambrano, and we appreciate the governing board and the school district a great deal. And a person that you're going to be seeing in the Congress community quite often, his name is Joe Hewitt. He works for Yavapai County, specifically in the area of these types of projects all over the county. And so I'm going to ask Joe to come up and talk just a little bit about what kind of assistance he might be able to provide and what folks might be able to expect in the few weeks ahead.
Thank you, Tim. Just like he said, we at the Public Works Department have jurisdiction over all the roads and right-of-ways that are maintained by the county. And so it's our goal to partner with Cox and their contractor to ensure that the installation of this broadband facility is seamless with the least amount of impact to the roads and to the transportation corridors and to the public and to the people that live here. So that's the role we're going to play. We're going to ensure that the project goes as quickly as possible, as safely as possible, and this stuff gets in the ground as clean as possible. So we look forward to that and partnering with Cox. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. We appreciate you and your staff. They do a wonderful job. This is definitely a partnership between Yavapai County and Cox Communication, and it's unique in the fact that it's a public-private partnership. And every time I have an opportunity to talk about this, I do, because it is not something that we see a lot. Yavapai County's portion of this was to find the funding and to be able to dedicate it to broadband and to supervise the construction companies and to make sure that it was done the way we would like it to be done. But then there's going to be a handoff, and that handoff is going to be to Cox. This is going to be their system. They're going to operate it, they're going to maintain it, and they're going to make sure that it is productive for the citizens of Congress. And we have had nothing but a phenomenal few months, and actually going on almost a year of working with Cox in this regard. And they are very professional, and we could not be happier to have them as a partner. So let me introduce Susan Annabelle, who is kind of my co-conspirator of the partnership, and I know she's got some words, and then she has some folks she'd like to introduce as well. So Susan?
Thank you, Tim, and on behalf of Cox, very delighted to be here today. This is a significant milestone in this project, and as Tim said, it's been many months in the making, and I wanted to emphasize what a unique partnership this is. It really is the first of its kind that we've had the opportunity to participate in as a company. Cox does business across the entire country, and this partnership with Yavapai County is a first of its kind, and represents the opportunity to do something that neither the county could do by itself or Cox could do by itself, and that is to bring high-speed internet to communities like Congress and make sure that people have access to high-speed internet regardless of their circumstances of where they live and their economic situation. So I'd be remiss if I didn't also say how excited not only Cox is to be here in Congress to connect this community, but to also make sure that all of its residents have the opportunity to get high-speed internet, regardless of their financial status or situation. Cox has a long-standing mission to help make our communities better. And as part of that, we have a stated company goal of making the lives better of 34 million people by 2034. And it starts in places like Congress, where we can connect people to the things that matter to them, make sure kids have the access to educational resources and high-speed internet so that they can be successful in school, making sure that the residents of Congress have access to telehealth resources so that they can get their healthcare needs taken care of, that people have the opportunity to live in Congress and maybe have a job that's in Phoenix or Tucson or San Diego or anywhere else, So these are things that we hope to be able to enable with our services here in Congress. Could not be more pleased with the way this partnership is working. As you can see, the county not only is very committed to the partnership, one of the things we love about them, they're very efficient. They've helped us get this project rolling very quickly, and we really hope it becomes the model for how we partner in other communities across Arizona and across the country to do just this kind of work to connect everyone to the internet. And with that, I'd like to introduce Todd Neeson, who is our construction director, and he's overseeing this project. And all of you folks that are here are going to be doing the hard work to get this community connected. Todd's going to have just a few remarks about what's coming next and maybe a few call outs for some of our partners that are helping making this happen. So with that, I'd like to introduce Todd Neeson.
Thank you, Susan. So a common theme today that everybody's heard is the partnership. The partnership between Cox and Yavapai County has been absolutely amazing. We've created synergies and efficiencies that we've probably, as a professional excavator of more years than I'd like to admit, probably the smoothest transition and partnership I've seen in a long time. Joe, Tim, the folks at Cox, government affairs, public affairs, and then the internal workings of construction have been absolutely fabulous to work with. Today we're standing on the first permit that's been approved for Yavapai County in Congress, about 2,500 feet of the first 34 miles that'll be built in Congress. We're very excited today to see this maiden shot be made. For anyone that can stick around for a while after the presentation, we'll see some of this equipment in action and some of these first shots and the first pipe being put in the ground today. I would very much like to thank Josh Johnson and the entire Cox construction team for what they've done to bring us to this point. Without you guys, this wouldn't be happening. And then, of course, Rick Ramirez and Ken Easy, our partners in crime for this project, who we have the utmost confidence will take this project to the next level and be the same great partners that Cox and Yavapai have established already. So to everybody here wearing these hard hats and vests, thank you guys. I know what you're about to do, and I know the undertaking you're about to make. Can't thank you enough.
And ladies and gentlemen, again, we appreciate you being here, not only because this is the first day of construction, but we appreciate you being here because even though we're the ones that are up here on camera and making comments and those kind of things, you're the folks. You're the ones that are going to make this work. We can talk all day long, but if that doesn't get buried and doesn't get connected to homes and businesses, then we haven't done what we set out to do. So what you do, doesn't matter what your job is, it's important. And we appreciate you being here, and we appreciate the partnership with you. So let's see if we can find some folks that would pick up a shovel and help us get this thing started. Thank you, folks.
We're going to get this hole filled before the end of the day. How about you count it off? All right, we ready? Ready. 1, 2, 3. Yay! All right.